Welcome back. It is 1536. In the last one, a lot happened. Arthur. Oh, I forgot to update Arthur. Did I forget to update several people? Oops. I could have sworn I did. But some of them weren't really loading very well. Eleanor. I got Eleanor, right? No, I didn't. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Okay, well, apparently I haven't updated anything. So I'll go back and do that. I could have sworn I did, but whatever. Anyway, so Arthur died, leaving behind his wife who's pregnant with triplets. um, and then also Rebecca died, leaving behind their daughter. He moved out. And we're moving in our two younger brothers. We are having Gabriel get back into religion stuff, and then also, getting closer to Genevieve. So this year, a lot of things are happening. Anne Boleyn is going to be executed. We're going to do occult roles as per usual. Jane is going to marry Henry VIII, and then we'll do a roll to see. So since the war is started, we're doing a roll to see if the vampires are able to turn anyone else into vampires. So we're going to roll if they get a 1 on a d20, then they're going to end up becoming a vampire. So I should probably start taking a list down as well. So let's start with the birthdays. Also, I know that I think it was Story Girl told me that Anne Boleyn was actually executed because she didn't want her daughter to not have rights as a royal in the line of succession. But in our game, on top of that, she's also going to get executed because they're going to turn, like, the vampire resistance is going to turn her into a vampire. And so then she's going to be executed for that. So that's going to happen. So we have Elle, Crookshank, and Ulrich. Watson can't get an 8 or a 16. No 8 or 16. Okay. Rowana Larkin can't get a 7, 14, or 19. Basil Larkin can't get a 7 or a 13. Will our younger brother survive? He will. Will he get married? No. No one's ever getting married nowadays. Okay, Olivia Larkin, Lucas Crookshank, and Apollonia Larkin can't get a 3 or an 18. So Olivia, Lucas, and Apollonia all survived. Okay. Next, we'll do our occult rolls. So that's a 9 on a d10, an 18, or a 3 on a, and then a 3 on a d4. Let me just, what if I just opened all of these up? Okay, so first, the only family we have still here are the 3 of them. She's a spellcaster. So Violet is a spellcaster. She can't get a 9 on a d10. She did not. And then the other 2 are humans, so they can't get an 18 on a d20. So they're fine. Let's go to Forgotten Hollow. We have the Stroud family, which is 8 members strong with 1 human. So no 9s for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And no 18 on the 20. All good. For the Gamal family, I believe we have 3 spellcasters. 1, 2. Ooh, shoot. I didn't look at it again. I missed what that... We need another... If they can't be a 3. Okay. Everyone survived. And then 4 18s. I just keep clicking really quickly before I even see the number. Okay. Good. They all survived. And then over at the Larkin house, we have 1 vampire, 3 occults. 1, 2, 3. Okay, survived. And 1 human survived. Okay. Everyone survived that. Now, we're going to roll and see if they, if people are turned into vampires. So I guess Nothing's going to happen to the people who live here because obviously they're already on their side. They're not going to be swayed. Oops, I wasn't trying to go to Well Creek. Okay, so let's start over here with the Goth household has 4 members. So they can't get a 1 on a d20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have the Dubois family has 5 members. 1. Actually, should we even bother with the children? I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the Crookshank family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not the baby. L. Crookshank. Okay, and then we have in the Watson family, there are 4 members. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the Landgrab household, there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming around this corner, the Smith family, there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the Light family, there are also 4. 2, 3, 4. Then we head over to the Trimboli family, in which there are also 4. Is it just going to be the one baby? And then in the Gainsford family, there are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really thought more people were going to get turned into vampires. In the royal family, Anne Boleyn will be turned into a vampire. Here we have 4 in Tobias's household. 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, it doesn't. One of them is a spellcaster. Whatever. We have 3 in the Luddit household. Ooh, that was a close one. Still nobody. Okay, and then in our main household, we have 3. Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? 2, 3. Literally the one baby. Okay. I really thought that there was gonna be more than that. Huh. Should I just like, I don't know. I really thought there was gonna be more than that. Than just one baby. I don't know. I guess it's fine. I guess there's not really a point in doing this roll next year, though. Because I was going to be like, okay, do they get kicked out of their family or not next year after becoming a vampire this year? You know what? Let's do a young adult roll, a 3 or an 18. I know, I just did all those rolls, but 1, 2. Okay, so number 2. I need more. I need more. It's not enough. Okay, Honora, Goth. There's 5 in the Dubois family. Okay, 1. See, this is what I wanted more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just need it. Okay, which is actually Augusta. Augusta Dubois. I need this for us. I need more people to be vampires. 5 more here. The baby already rolled 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 4, 1, 3, 4. You know what I could do? Wait. Does that dog have a shoe? No. Maybe? Hey! What do you have there? Okay, I don't think it's a shoe. Okay, hold on. There's 5 here. I wonder if I could just go like this. Any 18s or 3s? Okay, number 1, which is Hector Landgrab. She knows I'm watching her now. Then there's 4 of them. This is much better. You're right. There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them. Oh, okay, number 1, which is actually Giovanni the Second. From Boli. Okay, well, if you do decide to play something like this, then just know that 1 is not enough. Okay, the second to last one, which Nicholas 2. Gainsford. And then here we have, it's actually only 3 of them because 1's already a spellcaster. Then here there's also 3 of them. And then there's 3 in our family. Okay, let's see. All 12s, wow. Okay, you know what? I'm much happier with those numbers. So let's hop into the game. Alrighty, so we are here in our household and it is New Year's Eve, so we're going to, do a few resolutions, mostly just putting up skills because that's really the easiest one to do, and honestly, there's not much else to do, especially with Basil and Rowan, but I am going to start fleshing them out more. Right now, they are just there, and they are actually really close, though, which is super sweet. I made them BFFs, and they're really enjoying each other's company, and they're very close after everything they've been through, so there's all that. Anyway, Genevieve is going to come by the house and talk to Gabriel. Eventually, we're going to try and get the kids to leave the room so that they can talk in private, and so Genevieve is basically going to tell Gabriel, like, hey, I have to tell you something. And so she's basically going to tell him that there's this plan from the vampires to start turning regular people into vampires. So that's what we rolled for previously. And she's telling Gabriel, like, she was basically like, and you're like a target. You're a target. And I wanted to warn you. And he's like, I don't understand. How do you know all that? And she has to admit to him that she is indeed a vampire, and she was sent here to turn him into a vampire, but because she loves him so much, she can't do it. So obviously he's very angry. He's like, you lied to me, you misled me, were you just trying to like indoctrinate me into your way, blah blah blah. And he's very angry that she wasn't upfront with him. Basically what happened was all the vampires set out to start turning Sims, and Gabriel did not get turned just because Genevieve was the one who was supposed to turn him, and she decided not to because she loves him so much. And so they're talking and everything, and he's really, really angry with her, and basically tells her to get out, and he just like can't even think straight right now, and so he's really upset and very unhappy with this turn of events. I mean, he was definitely thinking that she had something going on in her life, but he didn't think she was a vampire. He thought that she was like, an illegitimate child or something like that, but he never thought that she'd be a vampire. So he is very stressed over all of that. And, I guess taking it out on the kids, which is not very nice of him. And so, yeah, he is very stressed. So there's Rosamund calling. You're not around here, Rosamund. You disappeared for a while. I don't know if you know that everybody thinks you just disappeared. So then what Gabriel is going to do is he's just going to head out to the tavern and get drunk. He's like, I can't handle this. I gotta go out. I gotta do something. Like, he's honestly like, he's never been a super ladies man or any of that stuff, but he is just so frustrated and he kind of wants to like hurt Genevieve by flirting with someone else. So we're going to flirt with the former or I guess the dowager Marchioness. No, she is the Marchioness because her son or her nephew doesn't have a wife. Anyway, so here she is, and basically he's trying to flirt with her, and she's just rejecting him. She's like, "Son, I am too old for you." So he's like trying to flirt with the ladies, but they're all like married or older ladies, and it's kind of funny about that. And he's like getting rejected by everyone, and he just like starts crying, and he's like, "I can't even do this." Like, and then I'm going to turn Anne Boleyn into a vampire while she's here. She was turned into a vampire, and everyone saw her as a vampire, so that is definitely a big deal. But I do think that the older ladies were giving Gabriel some advice and being like, "Oh, you have a broken heart, like you'll work it out," and all, just trying to, make him feel better. And he's just going to come home and do a snow angel. He can't even think straight. So anyway, the triplets are being born, which is super exciting. Arthur's triplets. So one of them does not survive, but two of them do. So the two that survived are Arthur the Second and Molly Larkin, who have come from Arthur and Apollonia. So they were born, which is really exciting. And then, yes, Gabriel, doing your thing. That just reminded me. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I just totally forgot that my game was running in the background of because like I still had a couple sim hours left, and then I forgot about the game. Oops. Anyway, yes, so I'm just going to update the tree and everything. We're going to, again, Gabriel is lonely too. Like all of his siblings that he knows really well have moved out. The ones that are left are these young kids that he has to take care of all of a sudden. And it's just like been a lot for him. And so he's going to turn back to the Holy Book and basically be reading and thinking and, just kind of feeling like he is directionless. So he is definitely not sure where to go from here, and he really does want to do something, and it's not easy, right? So he wants to find some kind of way to understand what is going on, what can he do, how does he feel about it. So there is all that. And then as you can see, I've invited Jane Seymour here. So here she is in this red and white patterned dress. And yes, I've invited her here because they're going to get married like this year and then have a baby next year. So there is all of that. But basically, they are here, and we are here for Anne Boleyn's execution. So Anne is being executed for being a vampire. Honestly, I thought I had the CC, the from the royalty mod that like did the fire burn at a stake and all that stuff. I really thought I had those, but I guess I don't. I don't know where they went, but that's fine. So anyway, I am going to just put some chairs and stuff in here so that people can watch the executions that apparently I'm always having in this room because there's several graves already, but there's going to be more. So, yeah, Anne Boleyn was turned into a vampire, and then everyone knows about it, and they are, horrified and all of that. And so, They are going to come in here and watch the execution. She, was turned, and so a lot of other people are going to be turned into vampires too. She was just like the highest profile one, and so I think the people who are starting to be turned into vampires, like the people on our list, are starting to realize that this is not good for them. Like, it's really not good for them because what if people find out they're vampires? Now they have to hide their vampires. How are they supposed to get help for being vampires? How are they supposed to be vampires and not drink blood? Like, all of this stuff that they have to consider is now a concern because they know that if they're caught, they're going to have the same fate as Anne here. So it's really not good for them. Really, very not good. But anyway, Gabriel is kind of horrified by the whole situation. He is so surprised that all of that happened and that, Jane, not Jane, that Anne was killed and that she's being replaced so quickly. And he's like talking to Henry and he's like, I thought you loved her. And Henry's like, I did. But, she didn't give me a son. She's a vampire. What am I supposed to do? And he's just like really nonchalant about the whole thing. Like, he doesn't seem like he cares that much. Basil aged up without me giving him a birthday. I'm going to make him a musician though, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so Gabriel is just going to go home and cry some more because he is just so lost right now with what he wants to do. I'm going to give Basil a quick makeover. He is a handsome boy. That boy is handsome. It's really too bad that once again my kids are not getting married. How does this keep happening to me? I don't know, but anyway, where's my dog? Where's my other dog? I don't know. The new dog doesn't know yet not to be on the couch, so I have to keep catching her. But anyway, so we're back home, and Basil is going to start doing his thing. We're going to get him presented. We're going to have his coming out ball. I do want him to do the musical genius aspiration. So there's that. But yes, Gabriel is very conflicted right now. He does not feel confident about the situation. He he is very stressed about the whole thing, and he doesn't want to be. And he wants to come to his conclusion on his own, right? So he is trying to focus on his own thoughts and feelings, and he wants to make sure that he is able to come to this conclusion himself without Genevieve, without Henry, without anyone influencing him and his decisions. Another baby being born. That is a Gainsford baby. I do have to move some people out of their household to get her pregnant again, though, so that's kind of a bummer, but we will do that shortly. But yes, so Gabriel is focused really hard on how he can make a decision, whatever he wants. So meanwhile, we're going to do the musical genius aspiration, and we're going to, as soon as the time is right, start a coming out ball. And we're having another baby. And this baby, I think, let me check my notes here. I don't know if this baby did survive. Shoot, did I not write down this baby? I didn't write down this baby. Uh-oh. Well, good thing I'm watching this back. I mean, I did write the baby down. I did. We can leave it until it becomes a toddler, I guess. Okay, so I don't have a picture of this baby. Okay. Anyway, we're having the coming out ball. I want to make sure that I'm inviting a lot of the eligible ladies and all that stuff. I mean, we know he's not going to get married, but whatever. So there we go. I'm trying to find everybody. And then there we go. We're just going to add in extra people. And then we are going to introduce him to some of them. So let's start introducing him to some of these people. He's going to take a quick spin around the dance floor with his sister-in-law just to start getting comfortable. But, or with his brother. That's fine. I didn't click on him, but that's what we're going with. Okay, so he's going to meet Isolde first. And actually, what's funny is like a lot of the ladies are not having good first impressions of him, but he's having good first impressions of them. I think maybe he's going to be a bit of a ladies' man. He's going to be a musician. He's going to kind of break the mold here. He is a Viscount, I believe. So he is definitely got a lot going for him. Let me double check. Basil is, yeah, he's a Viscount. So he's got a lot going for him. Although he'll have to pass on his title somehow. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we're just having everyone talk, and even Gabriel is trying to talk to the ladies a bit because obviously he hasn't been doing that, and he's realizing that he needs to get out there more and meet more people and find out more ideas. And he's just gonna even like ask about vampires to other people, and of course right now everybody's afraid to talk about that kind of stuff, but Gabriel is really trying to figure out where he's going with this. Does he feel like what Genevieve did is understandable? Obviously people are now talking about hiding, being vampires and stuff and getting caught and all this stuff. And he's like realizing that like, it's not like she could have just come out and been like, hey, I'm a vampire. How are you? And it's like, that's probably not something that would have been easy for her because she would have been executed. So, he's trying to think. So, meanwhile, in the Stroud household, we have Absalom, who has decided now that he's going to make Rosamund into a vampire because he wants her to be more on equal footing with him because he's kind of realized that he can't exactly keep her when she's a human without her getting killed somehow. But before he is able to do the part where he has her drink his blood, that she is going to find a way to escape. And she's actually going to escape to Thomas's house. And the reason for that is because, I'm sure that Eleanor and then also Genevieve have told her about Thomas. Like Eleanor is her relative and she met with her while she was there. So Eleanor probably told her about Thomas and that Thomas was their relative. And so she's going to go to Thomas and be like, look, I'm like afraid. I've been kept prisoner and I really don't want to be a vampire. Can you help me? And Thomas is like, yeah, sure. Thomas is always available to help anyone in his family. He as long as they come to him, he's fine. He doesn't want to make choices for anybody else. He wants them to make their choices. And he's like, if you don't want to be a vampire, I respect that. And you can definitely stay here or I can try to find a way to send you home. But right now that's not super easy because, for obvious reasons, travel between Forgotten Hollow and Newcrest is not exactly easy right now. So there's that. Anyway, he does allow her to stay, and everything is all good from that perspective. Absalom does not know where she went, and she is in hiding currently. And actually, it's a better situation for her because even though the Del Rio couple is here, the wife is also a human. It's not like they have anything against humans. So now I'm going to turn some Sims into vampires. As a reminder, the Sims that are getting turned into vampires are Elle Crookshank, Honora Goth, Augusta Dubois, Hector Landgrab, Giovanni Triboli II, and Nicholas Gainsford II. All of these people are going to have to roll or flip a coin next year to find out whether or not they are able to stay in their households with their families or if they basically get chased out of town and join the vampire army. So that's the kind of the role that we're thinking about doing for next time. I also shortly will discover that I forgot last year to put stuff on the spreadsheet. So then there's me fixing the spreadsheet and you don't really care about that. So let me tell you about the birthday situation. We have Elle Crookshank becoming an infant, Ulrich Watson becoming an infant, Rowana Leddit becoming a toddler, Basil Larkin becoming a teenager, Olivia Larkin, Lucas Crookshank, and Apollonia Larkin all becoming young adults. Jane Seymour introduced. Catherine of Aragon passed away. Princess Mary became a young adult. Brigida Crookshank and Azur Crookshank became teenagers. Laudine and Lucan Trimboli became children. Anne Boleyn died, obviously. Arthur Larkin II became an infant along with Molly Larkin. One of the babies died. Leah Gainsford also was born. I got Caesarea pregnant. Adam Cruikshank also became a toddler. That was one of the ones I forgot to put in the spreadsheet, and that's why there was some confusing. There was also a baby in the Cruikshank family who did not survive. And then I think there was a baby in the Watson family that was born, and obviously the one baby that I totally forgot about getting a picture for. So there is all that. So let's see. Next year we're going to do those rolls for the vampires to find out if they are able to stay in Newcrest. Let's see. Lots of rolls from the babies that were born. Rowan Larkin is going to age up into a teenager, so that'll be our kid. Alexander Goth the fourth are going to age up along with Alistair and Lawrence Gainsford as well. So lots of crazy birthday things happening next year. Prince Edward will be born, and of course Jane will pass away. We'll do our occult rolls as well. So lots of things going on that I should be keeping track of in the spreadsheet and keep messing up. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this part, and I'll catch you in the next one.